Alright, I ended up using a password to get past Dive Man stage, because there was basically no way I could defeat Dive Man. You know, this is a problem I noticed with the other Mega Man Game Boy games, is that these Robot Masters are completely immune to the special weapons that you have. You know, I've got 4 special weapons and they're all from Mega Man 3 bosses. They don't work on the Mega Man 4 bosses. So it's like you have all these special weapons, but you can't use them. That just seems unfair to me. Alrighty, so this section is pretty straightforward. Basically just kill everything in sight. This enemy needs to be destroyed with a fully charged shot. Anything weaker than that won't work on the enemy. Just be patient here with the evil bats. Wait for them to fly to you and then destroy them with a charged shot. Alrighty, that's it for that area. Okay, watch out for the enemy from the ceiling. Destroy this bat, and just slide underneath that enemy. In fact, just slide all the way to the exit. Ah, here's Eddie. Okay, extra life, extra life. I don't need a full power-up. Come on, extra life, extra life, extra life. Alright, extra life from Eddie. And this section is basically the same thing as the previous section, except instead of spikes on the ground, you just have bottomless pits on the ground. The strategy is exactly the same. Destroy every single enemy, and then just jump over all of the gaps. I bet you need Rush Jet or something to get that E-Tank. Shadow Blade is very useful, because it can fire in all 8 directions. However, it's still going to take 2 shots of Shadow Blade to kill any one of the enemies. Empty room! Empty room! Yeah, why is Shadow Blade so ineffective? Shadow Blade, it should only take 1 Shadow Blade to defeat those enemies. If it only does the same amount of damage as your normal Power Buster, then what's the point of using it? Yeah, so I really need to stop complaining now, but that's my problem with these Mega Man 4 stages. It just seems that they don't really work so well with the special weapons you got from the Mega Man 3 stages. Here, just beware of this enemy, which is flying left and right. And this is a pretty good place if you want to grind for power-ups. Just have to go left and right. Okay, so I go left here, and then I go right, and the enemy falls. Yeah, you guys saw how that worked. Basically, just go left and right, defeat all those enemies if you want to get a lot of power-ups. I have full health, so I don't really need power-ups, so I'm just going to continue. And here's another section where you basically want to do a bunch of jumps while avoiding the enemies. Or killing the enemies. Either way, just get through this area, make sure the enemies don't knock you into one of the bottomless pits. You really can't jump high enough to make this jump, so you're going to have to use a rush utility such as Rush Coil or Rush Jet. Oh! Now see, that's what happens if you don't destroy the enemies. They will knock you into bottomless pits. So fire while jumping to destroy the enemy. And I think you need Rush Coil again. Boing! Okay, way to go, Rush Coil. what else do we have here? It looks like we have some sort of hidden room, which I guess you won't be able to go to unless you know it's already there, so you move to the left to find it. And this is really an interesting stage. Or I should say, this is an interesting screen in this stage because it doesn't really seem based off any part of Skullman's stage in the original Mega Man 4. Okay, so I think here you're going to want to drop down and then go to the right. Okay, sprite flicker, sprite flicker. Charge a shot. Then go down to the lower area and defeat the... I believe they're called Skull Joes. Something like that. Skeleton Joe? I don't know. It's the skeleton version of our old friend Hammer Joe. And now I am going to fight Skullman himself. And this fight is basically going to show you why I think the Mega Man 3 weapons are useless against the Mega Man 4 bosses. I basically tried every single weapon in turn, and every single one of them failed. They all do about 1 damage, which is as much damage as the Mega Buster does. Which is just not good. It's just, ugh. Oh well. I've complained about it enough in this video, but apparently not enough, because I am still complaining. Okay, Skullman has the skull barrier, and he has this attack, which is hard to dodge. Gemini laser, Gemini laser. Right, Gemini laser. Whenever he does the skull barrier, the game sort of slows down, and it's impossible for you to hit him. Alright, and I seem to be able to dodge his really difficult attack. That was a one-time thing, however. I was only able to do it once. Alright, so all of those weapons failed. Next time, I'll try the other weapons. Snakes? Yes, I'll have snakes. Snakes should defeat the evil Skullman. Because snakes have skin, and skulls don't. It makes perfect sense. Oh wait, never mind, the snakes are pretty much useless. Well, the snakes seem to be doing okay. Let's try the Shadow Blade. Come on, Shadow Blade, Shadow Blade. Yeah, that's it for Skullman. Oh well.